Hi, it's Alicia Reese from AliciaDReese.com. Welcome. I am excited that you're here. Today I want to talk about a topic that is constantly evolving and happening at an accelerated rate, and that's change. You've heard the saying that the one constant in life is change. And honestly, a lot of organizations in the last several years have experienced change at an accelerated pace, primarily to a few reasons from my perspective. Number one, the global economy has intensified competition. Number two, diversity. We are definitely evolving the definition of diversity within the workplace, particularly looking at the generations. For the first time in history, millennials represent 60% of the workforce. And by 2025, they will represent about 75% of the workforce. And then number three, technology. It is constantly evolving and changing, which has caused organizations to be very agile in terms of how they approach different outcomes that they are driving. So with that, what I would love to do is to provide 4 steps that will help to support you if you are in a situation where you are leading change within your organization, or if you just have personal changes in your life. These strategies will be applicable, and I call them the 4 E's. All right, so let's jump in. The first E is evaluation, and so that is the first step. So it'll be very important for you to evaluate the change. Where are you at today? Where do you need to go? And what's the gap? And as you're thinking about that gap, think about the key stakeholders who will be very important: customers, partners, other employees, resources that will need to be engaged to support the change. And that is the next step, engagement. And so it'll be very important, once you've identified those key stakeholders, to engage them and really understand the role that they will play. And then from there, you will want to empower them, right? So oftentimes when we are faced with change, we have our own way of doing things, and we may want to really put that at the forefront, but it'll be important to collaborate with these key stakeholders in a way where you are empowering them to help build the solution, or at least co-build that solution. And it reminds me of a situation that happened to me about 15 years ago. I was in charge of leading a change within a particular organization. And what I learned very quickly, that there was a ton of resistance, primarily because while we engaged the key stakeholders, we didn't really allow them to co-create the solution for the change. And once I realized that we were able to engage and empower them in a way where they were able to bring their ideas to the table and help to really put that solution in place. So really the key there is to really understand that people support what they help to create. So really empower them. The last E is around evolving, right? So it'll be important to evolve and embrace the new change. And oftentimes we want to gravitate toward the old because it's comfortable and we know it. But it'll be important to understand exactly how to best evolve in a way where you have integrity with that new process. And a part of that is really shifting your mind. So there you have it. These are the 4 E's that will help you to support any change that you have, whether it's in your personal life or in your professional environment. And the 4 E's, number 1, evaluate the change. Number 2, you want to engage the right key stakeholders. Number 3, once you engage the right key stakeholders, you will need to empower them to help co-create the solution around the change. And then finally, number 4, evolve to the new way of doing things. And that really centers around changing your mindset. I would love to support you along the way. As always, if you have found this video helpful, please share and subscribe. Follow me on social media. Also, I would love to hear your perspective about this video and what changes you are faced with right now in your organization as well as in your life. Until then, take care, guys.